man has been arrested after spending more than 16 hours barefoot and holding a Palestine flag while perched on the clock tower of Big Ben, raising concerns over MP security when in the House of Commons. The man scaled the Elizabeth Tower on Saturday morning and came down just after midnight on Sunday, with images from the scene showing the man being lifted to the ground in a cherry picker. In a statement issued just after 1 a.m, the force said that the man has now been arrested. This has been a protracted incident due to the specifics of where the man was located and the need to ensure the safety of our officers, the individual, and the wider public. We worked with other agencies including the London Fire Brigade and deployed specialist officers to bring this incident to a close as quickly as possible whilst minimising risks to life. We have been in close isolation with the parliamentary estate throughout and all roads have been reopened. Emergency crews have been at the scene with dozens of uniformed police officers guarding the cordon which extended from Bridge Street to Westminster Bridge. 2 aerial ladder platforms, an incident response unit ambulance, regular ambulances, and 2 fire engines were also present on late Saturday. In a video posted on Instagram on Saturday evening, the man told negotiators from the ledge he was sat on that he would come down on his own terms. In the footage, negotiators on an aerial ladder platform appeared to raise concerns about an injury to his foot, obviously caused from all his climbing he's been doing while barefooted, saying there's quite a lot of blood and that his clothes were not warm enough as temperatures dropped at the sunset. However, the man, being quite stubborn, insisted he was safe, saying, "I will come down on my own terms. I have said this, but right now I am saying I am safe. If you come towards me, you are putting me in danger and I will climb higher." Well, no, you're putting yourself in danger because you're being an absolute tool. In the afternoon, shouts of "Free Palestine" and "You are a hero" could be heard from a small group of supporters behind the police cordon at Victoria Embankment. In videos posted on social media early on Saturday, the man appeared to climb over a fence surrounding the Houses of Parliament without any security guards approaching him, which seems quite strange to me. I don't know anything about London, I've never been to London, I don't really know anything about the House of Parliament, but it seems like an area that would be highly guarded, highly securitized, very protected area in a sense. So how this guy managed to slip past security is beyond me. Surely he would have cameras everywhere around that facility. I don't know, but that would make the most sense to me, but I digress. Conservative MP said on Twitter there needs to be an explanation about how the man got the parliamentary estate, because you got shit security, my man. That's pretty much why. He said, "Every day in Parliament I see dozens of armed police officers patrolling Potclill's house and the parliamentary estate. Where were they today? On Monday there needs to be a full explanation to MPs and staff as to how this protester was able to evade security so easily." Plot twist, this protester, was secretly a MI6 agent in disguise, or former SAS soldier or whatever it may be, so he knows how to get past security without raising any alarm bells in a sense. Parliamentary tours, which happen on Saturdays when Parliament is sitting, and on weekdays during the summer recesses, were cancelled. So in my opinion, this guy had way too much vitamin D in his system. As of late, over here in the UK, we've been getting a lot more sun, and the temperatures have been slowly going up, which has been really nice and really refreshing. So clearly this guy had way too much vitamin D in his system, and he decided to be too energized, and that's by climbing up Big Ben and causing a risk to his own health. Either that or the dude was way too caffeinated to the point where he had too much energy drinks in his system, like too much Red Bull, too much Monster, or he watched too many Spider-Man movies to the point where he decided to think, "Oh right, yeah, I can climb up Big Ben, no problem whatsoever." But all jokes aside, you want to call those jokes, I'm all for people protesting. I have no problem with that whatsoever. What I do find worrying is when people decide to take matters into their own hands and put their own lives at risk, or someone else's life at risk for that matter. That's where I think, okay, now you're taking this way too far. Now it's getting a little bit out of hand, and you need to really rethink what it is you're doing and the consequences of what you are doing right now. Just recently, like back in February sometime, over here in the UK, my part of the UK anyway, there was a young woman who was protesting a Palestine flag, and unfortunately she got hit by a car or a van, whichever one it was. I don't think it was done intentionally. I couldn't really make out because the video was quite blurry for the most part. But like, I don't know what happened afterwards. In terms of like, she wasn't badly hurt. I think she got up afterwards. I don't know what happened to the driver, like whether or not he got arrested or whatever. But the point is, she was willing to just stand there while the vehicle came at her. And because of that, you risked an injury to yourself. I also blame the driver, don't get me wrong. I'm not just putting the blame on the woman. The driver's also at fault too, absolutely, 100%. But I feel like she did no favours as well, in my opinion. She was also to blame. So that like both of us balance each other, in a sense. But in terms of this guy, the guy climbing Big Ben, I'm glad he wasn't seriously hurt. I'm glad he managed to come down the tower. He has now been arrested, of course. And I don't know what happened going forward. But, if there's any update on his situation, now we'll do a follow-up video. If you please let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of this story. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.